Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. This is Mohor Chaudhary. Welcome to another pre-match live show. And today marks the official beginning of the India versus Zimbabwe series, which is set to take place in Zimbabwe. Today's match will take place at the Harare Cricket Stadium in Zimbabwe. And joining me today for this pre-match live show is Devashish, Bharat, Shamik, and Srishti. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining. Well, of course, the moment we talk about T20I off late, we get to think about a lot of things. We just won the T20 World Cup, but yes, after that, things have been on a downhill. I mean, there has been a topsy turvy ride. We've seen a few new faces, we've seen a new captain in Shreyas Iyer, but after that whitewash in the UK, the series loss against Ireland and England, Indian team would want to make a comeback here in Zimbabwe. But it's not going to be an easy task because the Zimbabwe captain has also said that we are also going through a transition. Indian team is also going through a tough time. So it will be not a very easy task for India either. So before we, without wasting any further time, Devashish, I'll go to you with my first question related to the team, of course. We have followed the UK series through and through. A very disappointing performance in Ireland, against England, obviously. And obviously, a lot of fingers were pointed towards Shreyas Iyer, the captain, as well. He is the new captain, coming back to the T20I team after a long time, taking the responsibility of captaincy. How are you looking at Shreyas Iyer making a comeback in this series? Will it be the perfect opportunity for him to redeem himself? You're on mute. Yeah.
If every Indian batter will relish getting amongst runs against Zimbabwe. Yes, they have a Blessing Muzarabani, they have a Richard Agarave, but still I would say that they will fancy getting amongst runs, which was not the case in the series against England. So the first point, you will see loads of runs being scored by all the Indian batters. Obviously, Tilak Verma, a lot has been spoken about his strike rate. So I fancy all the top order batters getting runs in this three match. I would say inconsequential series. Let's put it straight away.
Yeah.
I would say it's an inconsequential series because the team traveled to Harare. They had only one practice session and they are playing a match. So in between there is only one day. So I think it's a hurriedly. Obviously, this is something that BCCI will be lauded because they have always stood behind the smaller nations. I would say Zimbabwe, yes, obviously, I won't say a smaller nation, but yes, they do have a test status. But having said that, see, you get to earn money by way of revenue, by way of TV rights because of India. So I think that is the only interest, and obviously there will be some Indian fans, I'm sure. So for a change, obviously in England we have seen the batters have struggled, but I won't say. I would say, and particularly for Shreyas Iyer, here lies a golden opportunity for Shreyas Iyer, the captain, to register the win, a first win as a captain in T20I format, which hasn't been. 7 matches he has lost as a captain, so this might well be his first opportunity to at least get a win behind him as the captain. More.
Absolutely. And while we are on this, we have just received an update that is Ashok Sharma is set to make his debut. So, a very interesting change in the team. Bharat, I'll go to you with this one since you've written a copy on Ashok Sharma. Um, what are you expecting from him? We've seen him in the IPL, his pace is top notch. What are your expectations?
Yeah, not as written. It was an interview of Ashok Sharma. So yeah, he's a good man. Looks like someone who is very humble. He came across a someone who doesn't just have pace. He's very much, I think, very keen to learn new things. That's what
Hmm.
I understood from the interview that I took. He isn't just looking at white ball cricket. He was talking about how he's trying to improve his red ball game, how he's looking to swing the ball, how he's trying to bowl it on a fuller length. That is something that was good to see because generally, obviously, fast bowlers like him would think of bowling 160 kilometers per hour. But he was telling me that it isn't just about pace. I'm looking to improve other aspects of my game, my non-bowling arm as well, because I think he was struggling a little bit with his non-bowling arm. Yes, he has good pace. He can bowl over 150 kilometers per hour. He gets bounce and all that. But he looks like a hard-working guy. Hopefully, this series will be a launch pad for him to come good. See, yeah, India have a lot of tall, fast bowlers. The thing with it is they have to improve in terms of their mindset, in terms of their skill set. especially in terms of constructing an over. We saw that with Gurnur as well in England. It's not like he doesn't have talent, but when the English batters were going after him, he kind of lost the plot. He couldn't construct an over under pressure. He really failed. So that is something that all these tall fast bowlers, Mayank Yadav, Ashok Sharma, Gurnur Barar, they all have to look at just improving their mindset, because unfortunately, for whatever reason, over a period of time, I have only seen two Indian pacers who have matured very early in their respective careers. One is Kapil Dev, other one is Jasprit Bumrah. Even if you look at Javgal Srinath, even if you look at Zahid Khan, Mohammad Shami, all these bowlers took a little more time to get it right. So that is something that has been the case with the Indian pace bowlers. Hopefully, that won't be the case with this bunch of fast bowlers, because they have the talent. Ashok Sharma also has the talent. He has good pace. He has gets extra bounce, and as I noted in that interview, he kept talking about how he's trying to improve his skill set, how he's trying to improve his mindset. Hopefully, that will help him on his debut. And he doesn't. He looks like a very confident man. That is another part to see. It's not like he's someone who gets nervy, or I felt that way when I was taking his interview.
Absolutely. And Shamik, I'll go to you next. Devashish mentioned it is an inconsequential series, but whenever we talk about T20I as of now, this is the name that pops up every single time. So, Vaibhav Suryavanshi made his debut in England, got a few games, was not really able to make a mark, leave an impact. Perfect opportunity for him to come back here, because this is the very same ground where he scored that century in the under 19 final against England. What are you expecting from Vaibhav Suryavanshi?
So it's not a win-win situation for Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Vaibhav Suryavanshi, we have to go back. We have to have a little bit of a backstory. He went to the Equator riding on the IPL wave, where he scored in excess of 700 runs at a staggering strike rate up to 37 plus on feather beds and in small Indian grounds. And then he had a rude awakening in England. So after just three failures from Sanju Samson, the team management, and I can confirm that that was completely team management's call. As regards bringing him to the playing 11, the selection committee didn't interfere. Not picking Sanju Samson for the Zimbabwe tour was totally selection committee's decision. Therein, it is not absolutely down to the team management. It was totally, but as regards playing him in the three T20 as in England, Vaibhav Suryavanshi, it was totally team management's call. And what I saw, that, I mean, the thing is that he learned it the hard way, that international cricket is a different kettle of fish. Jofra Archer exposed his shortcomings against the short ball, the ball that is rising and on pitches where where the ball bounces above waist. He was struggling. Yes, the Zimbabwe Blessing Muzarbani has height, and he can make the ball rear. But at the same time, Blessing Muzarbani is no Jofra Archer or Josh Tongue. So this is an opportunity for Vaibhav Suryavanshi to get into the international cricket groove. But then again, we have to say that so-called aura about Vaibhav Suryavanshi is completely gone. It's completely gone in the sense, after the failures, he has enough time on his side to bounce back. But now, if he scores against Zimbabwe, I mean, the people will say it is just Zimbabwe. But once again, as far as his confidence is concerned, scoring runs here can do a world of good to the youngster. At the same time, the team management, and I have written a copy of this today, the team management has clearly set the pecking order. Sanju Samson is India's first choice opener in this format alongside Abhishek Sharma. The next T20I assignment is the Asian Games in September, October, and where Sanju Samson will return, and he will walk into the playing 11, irrespective of whatever Vaibhav Suryavanshi does in the Zimbabwe series. And in fact, even Shreya Iyer has dropped a hint regarding that this would be the team composition going ahead at the toss in Southampton before the start of the final T20I in England. And so Sanju Samson will be the first choice. For Vaibhav Suryavanshi, this is an opportunity to get into the group. But Vaibhav Suryavanshi, once again, uh, he will have to wait for his next big assignment
Hmm.
to to sort of get rid of this perception that he is an all conditions player.
Hmm. Yeah. Srishti, my next question will be to you about one more person who's set to make a comeback after quite a bit of time, and that is Rinku Singh. We have seen in the Ireland series, England series, despite a good start, the team was not able to give a good finish. I mean, despite a good start, good total posted, the middle order was the concern. So now that Rinku Singh is back in the team, do you see a drastic change taking place in the team, especially in Hardik Pandya's absence? How crucial will his role be?
Yes, very rightly said more because when not England, India was playing against England and Ireland, we have seen that despite of getting a good start, the middle order was struggling. And yes, like there is no Hardik Pandya in this season. Also, Hardik Pandya is not there, so Hardik Pandya's like that piece is still missing. But I can say that the way Rinku Singh played again, I know that the campaign for KKR was not good at all, and there was only one person in batting who was a bit consistent, and that person was Rinku Singh. It's as simple as not our top order batsman, no one. It was only that guy, Rinku Singh, and we all remember the Rajasthan Royals game and also the LSG game, the super over one. So the way Rinku Singh has shaped himself during the IPL during in such a crunch moment when KKR lost I think 5-6 matches at a stretch consecutively. They were not even winning a single match, even against any. They were losing against LSG as well. With all due respect to Lucknow Super Giants, so the thing is, he has handled that pressure. So I can expect him to handle this pressure as well because again we can see ki, array it is Zimbabwe, but I had the same attitude when India was playing against Ireland, that array it is Ireland, and then we saw what happened versus Ireland as well. So I won't say this now, I'll say it's Zimbabwe. We'll see what Indian team can do in front of them, because Zimbabwe also had a very nice kind of T20 World Cup 2026. Obviously you can't expect them to come and win the World Cup in India, but the thing is they did a very good job and everybody should appreciate that fact as well. And currently they will play in their home ground, so conditions will be favorable to them. And if we talk about Indian team, then yeah, again the middle order issue, I hope it gets resolved with Shivam Dubey and Rinku Singh batting together, because Shivam Dubey, again, he was falling apart because he was alone. There was no one to build a partnership with Dubey as well. So I think Rinku Singh's addition can help the middle order a bit, but Hardik Pandya not being in the side will still be a concern, but still we can expect a better total, some 200 plus or something like that according to the pitch, whenever we can see the pitch. So we can just expect that kind of total, because again, if it is somewhere short, then we don't have that much experienced bowlers, with all due respect to all the bowlers who are there in the series. So I think that would be very much important for the batters to put up a good total on the scoreboard, including the top order, middle order, and the lower middle order as well, so that the bowlers can defend that particular target.
Absolutely. Devashish, I'll go to you next. I mean, obviously, we have been talking about a few changes that have happened in the team, a few new faces, a relatively new captain. But this time around, there's also a different coach taking charge of this particular series, and that's VVS Lakshman. How are you looking at this, and what are your expectations from him?
It's a very, very good opportunity for Vaibhav Suryavanshi to work under VVS Lakshman. And simple fact that Lakshman, likes of VVS Lakshman, Rahul Dravid has been um, very influential when it comes to handling youngsters. And no better than a person like VVS Lakshman. He can be the calming experience in the dressing room, and so I think it's a huge opportunity for Vaibhav Suryavanshi to gather the experiences of being in the dressing room and interacting with VVS Lakshman. I think you have no better person than VVS Lakshman to go out there and sort out if there is any issues. I
Hmm.
think he will put a helping hand, and he will be more than happy to come out and help the youngsters. And I think it's a very, very good and not only Vaibhav. You talk about any youngster, and any youngsters who have followed Indian cricket, I would say that it comes across as a very humble person, and he will be more, and he has a wealth of experience and knowledge when it comes to international cricket. So I think no better opportunity for Vaibhav and others, who has been part of this team. I think Vaibhav Suryavanshi should grab this opportunity of trying of being spending more time on this tour, not only not those 40 overs in the middle, but away from cricket he needs to spend more time with VVS Lakshman, because that is where he will gain more as a cricketer, the man he is. So whatever we have witnessed so far about Vaibhav Suryavanshi, it has been slam bang batting, attacking the bowlers, opponent bowlers right from the word go. But it is also about a bit of discipline, playing according to the conditions, playing according to the merit, who the bowler is bowling. So these are the aspects why I think he needs to learn, and no better person than VVS Lakshman.
And
Absolutely.
more, I will pick
Yeah,
it up. I'll pick it up from here. I mean,
yeah, sure.
very good. I mean, you raised a very, very valid question, and I totally agree with Devashish that the best thing that could have happened to the Indian team after 6-0 T20I whitewash in Ireland plus 4 losses in England is the presence of VVS Laxman as the interim, I mean, as the stopgap head coach in the dressing room. He is a bona fide legend in Indian cricket. He will have the respect of every player. And like Rahul Dravid, he is a byproduct of the system. I mean, he is not like, directly coming into the Indian team. He has been working his way up like Rahul Dravid did with under 19 team, A team, and the senior team. VPS is the head of cricket at COE. He works with these youngsters day in and day out, and he knows their psyche, everything, and that calming presence that Devashish has mentioned. Well, that can, this game is 90%, 80% mental. This game is 80% mental, and that kind of uncertainty when you are coming to a series on the hills of 6-0, there will be uncertainties. There will be uncertainties in terms of your approach, in terms as regards your mindset, everything. So VVS Lakshman, the presence, and not only VVS Lakshman, very, very happy that Sunil Joshi is part of the support staff. And I wrote a copy that it is a boon for someone like uh, Ravi Bishnoi. Ravi Bishnoi, since 2022, I was going through an ESPN pre-info stat. He was called for back foot no ball 9 times, and we saw what happened that Old Trafford, his over changed the game. So going ahead, he will work with Sunil Joshi during this series and also after that at the COE. In fact, the idea was to send Ravi Bishnoi directly to COE after the England tour. But then there was Varun Chakravarti's injury, and he had to be brought in as his replacement. So this is a fantastic opportunity for Ravi Bishnoi also to work with Sunil Joshi. So when you see this bunch of support stuff, it inspires confidence, and that is what this beleaguered Indian team needs at this moment in time.
Absolutely. Very rightly put. Bharat, I'll go to you next with a question. Since you are the bowlers expert, we've been talking about the Indian team, but of course, we also have to look at the Zimbabwe squad as well. The bowlers there, especially Blessing Muzarabani, the way he has been bowling. Do you think he can be a threat to our Indian batters? Also, the
I
West
guess
Indies.
it's not. I guess it's not just about one. Zimbabwe
Yeah.
have all kinds of tall pacers. They don't have the pace of Jofra Archer or Josh Tong, but they are all tall pacers. Richard Nagarawa is 6 feet 2. Brad Evans is 6 feet 2. Muzarabani is 6 feet 7. So they have 3 pacers over 6 feet 2 inches. They don't have the pace of those English bowlers, but what they have is they will get bounce. And whatever I've seen from the Bangladesh versus Zimbabwe T20I series as well as the Test series, there was some bounce. There was some bounce in those T20I games in those games when Bangladesh took on Zimbabwe. So from on that basis, maybe Indian batters will struggle a little bit, because what I've seen is the Indian batters don't. This set of Indian batters, I'm not saying the Vijay Manjrekars of the world or the Sunil Gavaskars of the world didn't play the cut shot or the full shot, but this generation of Indian T20 batters don't play horizontal bat shots, enough horizontal bat shots against tall pacers. And in T20 cricket, when you're going to play in Sena countries, when you're going to play at Harare Sports Club, where you expect a little bit of bounce, then you have to land those strokes. What I've seen is either they will play this slash, they will come down the track, they will try to slash it through offside, or they will just play that cross-batted slog that Vaibhav Suryavanshi kept trying in that T20 series, or Ishan Kishan kept trying.
Yeah.
Not sure that will work, but the one good point for the Indian batters is that these fast bowlers don't have the pace of Jofra Archer and Josh Tong. Those two didn't just get bounced, but they also bowled at 90 miles per hour. But definitely Muzarbani, Brad Evans, and Nagarava, and that new guy, Newman, his name I always pronounce little bit wrong, Newman Nayam Hori. These bowlers are decent, and I think they will give India a little bit of trouble.
Okay. Srishti, I'll go to you next with my next question. And it's about one more person who has been under the radar for quite a bit of time now, and that's Tilak Verma. Yes, he got a half century in the last game against England. Ended in a losing cause. He did get a half century, but once again, his overall role in the T20 side, his strike rate against spin especially, has come under the radar of criticism. And obviously, now that he's the vice captain, do you think it's now time for him to step up and make his presence felt?
100%. See, I have been speaking about it since the Ireland series as well, but again, I like giving a bit cushion to all the players, because I can understand when you're coming back after playing IPL, and in India we have that, the way Bharat says it, that that Wankhede motorways and all, so you have that flat pitch and some stuff like that, so it is not that much easy that you are coming back after playing the IPL. But yes, like if you're the vice captain, it's not me, it's not you or Shamik or Debashish or Bharat saying it, it's the whole India who will expect you to score runs. It's not only us, like we don't expect him to score runs, but the Indians do. We, as a journalist, we can only talk about stuff like, okay, he's struggling in this, he's struggling with that, but in order to remain the vice captain, you have to score runs. It's as simple as that, because we all know what happens to the vice captain in India, with all due respect. Shubman Gill, he was the vice captain, he got dropped before the T20 World Cup 2026. Before Shubman Gill, Akshar Patel was the captain. I don't know why Akshar Patel was removed from the vice captaincy. So things happen, and if you have to remain the vice captain, and in future if you have that goal that you want to captain Team India, every player has that goal, it's not wrong. So yeah, if you have that goal, so in order to achieve that goal, it is very much important for you to score runs. And I can totally understand that Indian team bench strength does not have a player who is a likely to replace Tilak Verma or somebody like him, because he can do both the stuff. He can go aggressive and he can also anchor the innings. He has both the games, and it is very much important for the modern day T20 batters to have both the games. Yes, aggression is important, but anchoring is also important. So he's the person who can do both, and that's the reason Indian team is giving him the long rope or something like that, that okay, even if you're not scoring, you are there. And if you have to remain in that particular part, that okay, in the leadership group or in the team as well, because again, T20 side has a lot of strength, they can produce more people, and in a year or two you can also get someone like Tilak Verma. So if he has to be someone permanent kind of a player, so he has to score runs, and it's not for him, for everyone, whoever these guys are playing, for everybody, it is very much important for scoring runs, to score runs, because T20 team, you have 30 openers and you can create a 11 out of openers only. You have so many openers, so that is very much important, that you score run in order to stay in that particular Indian side and squad.
Absolutely. We'll take a few questions now. Shamik, this is for you. Freaking Awesome is saying, finisher role in T20 Ice is a thankless job. It is hard to be consistent as a finisher. Even if someone plays one good innings in every 3 games, it is a decent job. That's why, next one he's taken. That's why some teams even go with 2 finishers who can hit from the ball, one in the lower order. Even if one gets out early, the other batter will do the job. What's your take on this?
No, the thing is that now the T20I template has changed completely. I mean, it has started in the IPL via Sunrisers Hyderabad, and everyone followed that. Now all 20 overs at T20. I mean, when especially when you are playing on belters, all 20 overs are power play overs. So there are no specific rules for a finisher. But then again, when on the road in trickier conditions, I think India have a very good finisher in Rinku Singh. Rinku Singh understands his game, and his game awareness is better than a lot of other guys in that dressing room. He is a very smart cricketer. And Singh, and you will get once Hardik Pandya is back in the T20I setup. At this moment in time, he will not, because he is, I mean, he sort of has a glass body, and the focus for him would be the T20 2027 World Cup and ODIs. But once Hardik Pandya is back to the fold, then India will have those two finishes. So that is not a problem. But my question is, just digressing from this finisher thing is a bit, is Tilak Burma. At this moment, it feels like the only reason he is in the team because he is a left-hander. Just that, because if you look at his strike rate against spin, it is middle in the middle overs. It is 108. His average against spin is 22. Now, I mean, Shubman Gill will eventually come back to the T20I fold. I have written a copy on that also. He will eventually come back to the. It begs belief that, I mean, he is part of this setup, and Rajat Patidar or Devdutt Padikkal is not there. Rajat Patidar on any given day is a better option than Tilak Verma, be it at number 4, be it at number 5, be it at number 6, because he has a better all-round game. Like, it is preposterous to see Bhuvaneshwar Kumar is not in this team. Why are you ruling him out just because he is 36 years of age? This is preposterous. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, given his quality, he made the ball talk on this IPL highways. If you are in that side for the UK tour, India wouldn't have lost 6-0 over in Ireland and England combined. Bhuvaneshwar performance should be the sole criterion. It is not about his age. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, whatever you are trying to do, Mayank Yadav, Ashok Sharma, whoever, Prashit Krishna and others, Gurnur, Brar, whoever you take into account, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, even in his sleep, is a better bowler than them. And still, in the T20I format, at least, because I don't know whether his body still can take the rigors of the longer
Hmm.
format. Although I'd like to see him in the squad for the T20 for the 2027 World Cup as well.
Hmm.
So it is preposterous that he is not in the team, and also it beggars belief that I mean, Tilak Verma, he scored a quick-fire half century in the last T20I in England. It was a dead rubber. It was a dead rubber, and once in a while he scores those runs. But if you look at how intermittent that has been, nobody, when he is batting down the order, nobody asking him to score a century. But if he can score a 17 ball 34, that is his job. A
Hmm.
12 ball 28, that is
Hmm.
his job. And Tilak Verma doesn't inspire confidence that he can do that job.
Absolutely. Very rightly said, Shamik. Devashish, I would like you to take this comment. Sports fan is saying Rinku won't get a chance. He can't bowl.
Means is he required to bowl? Means obviously when your top five bowlers, if they can't get you wickets or restrict runs, then what's the point of having, means, and especially when you have a Shivam Dube as well.
Hmm.
So basically, if you have a Shivam Dube, would you still require a Rinku Singh to bowl? I think Rinku Singh, his role means, obviously that is one area I would like to, means obviously the team management would be very clear as to what is the role clarity, okay, the role clarity for each and every individual. So just for instance, Rinku Singh, would you like to play him? If you play him, would you like to play him as a finisher? So I think it will be much more important for Rinku Singh to contribute, as what Sumikda mentioned about Tilak Verma. I would ideally, for Rinku, given the way he performed in the World Cup, he didn't get much of an opportunity. So this is just the just the 3 matches that he needs, where he can make a statement by scoring some impactful knocks. If he can score those impactful knocks, given that Hardik Pandya, once he is available, he will definitely automatically walk in. Then again, Rinku Singh might have to miss out. So I think in this time of competition, I think Rinku Singh will perhaps fancy his chance of grabbing the opportunity of a finisher. We have seen it in England in the series against England and Ireland. Means India definitely missed a finisher. They missed a finisher who can just take that total, say 200 and 2 for 30. That 30 runs can make all the difference. So that is why I think the selectors have gone in favor of Rinku Singh. So just see. When someone has said that he can't bowl, I don't take your point. Means sportsman, with humility means obviously you need to give him the chance as well. Whether he can't bowl or he can bowl, let's not go into that debate. But whether he will be given an opportunity to bowl, that's the main question.
Absolutely. Srishti, why don't you take this one? Rilangi Mavawa. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but he's saying Vaibhav scored 100 in this series. Can he?
He can. Yeah, he can. He scored 100 in this very particular condition in the under 19 World Cup, that too in the final, that too in front of England. So I think he can. The thing is that if he's not getting the short balls, and even if he's getting, if he has learned how to tactfully, like handle the short balls, then I think he can. And again, like we all, I think each one of us have a somewhat few of the beliefs in Vaibhav Suryavanshi अभी भी वो belief कहीं ना कहीं है, because everybody was waiting for him to debut, and now when he has got his debut cap, so we can just expect at least one match, at least in front of Zimbabwe, he can do that. And it can only happen if he has tackled his short ball issue. Otherwise I have my doubts in that as well.
Absolutely. And we are still waiting on the toss update, which has not come in yet. But Bharat, if I have to ask you, this scenario of Abhishek Sharma and Vaibhav Suryavanshi opening, how are you looking at this? Because the day they get going, it's going to go bonkers.
Yeah, the day they get going, let us see whether it will be today or not. Yeah, but if they get going, it could be something like 80 for 0 in 6 overs. But I'm not very sure the conditions in Harare would be like that, at least based on what I saw when Bangladesh took on Zimbabwe. I know Indian team is far better than even this Indian team is far better than the Bangladesh team. But still, it felt as if, it didn't feel as if some of those tracks for the limit overs matches, especially one day matches, I didn't follow much of the T20I series. It didn't feel as if the tracks were belters. So interesting to see how India will play in these conditions. Yes, if they get going, it will be bedlam for the opposition. It could be 100 for 0 and 6 overs, because these two players never defend. I don't think they'll ever defend, even if there is.
I'm so sorry, Bharat, to cut you off. You can continue, but we have an update. You can continue, but we have an update. That is, India have won the toss and they have opted to bowl first. So Shreyas Iyer is saying, we are going to bowl first. This is my first time here, so don't know how the pitch will play. Okay, you can continue.
Yeah, I think it's a fair decision as well. Somewhere at Harare Sports Club, right? You expect a little bit of nip up front. So maybe the Indian think tank is hoping that their young fast bowlers will take a few wickets, put Zimbabwe under pressure, because Zimbabwe's batting lineup also. I won't say it is bad, but it is rather average, bang average. So this is a good chance for Indian pace bowlers to get some wickets, inexperienced pace bowlers to get some wickets and boost their confidence. Coming back to Abhishek and Vaibhav, as I noted, interesting to see how they go in the conditions in Zimbabwe, because you generally get a little bit of tennis ball bounce out there. Although Abhishek Sharma has already scored runs, I believe, a couple of years ago in Zimbabwe. But still, interesting to see how they will go, those two in those climbs, because I'm not 100% sure you will get absolute roads or belters or motorways where some of the motorways that you saw in the IPL where 100 runs could be easily scored in 6 overs. So maybe they at least for the first couple of overs, they might have to show a little bit of patience, but I don't know whether those two batters will show that kind of patience. Maybe from first ball itself, they will try to hit.
And we have the
Try
squad.
hitting.
We have the Debashish.
Yeah. I was just about to.
If you can check, because Amaya has sent, I guess I cannot. I mean,
Yeah,
on
yeah,
live,
yes, yes. I'm set. I'm sharing. I'm sharing. I'm
I
sharing.
don't have it yet.
No,
I am sharing
Amaya has
more.
sent. Amaya has sent. I'm on live. I cannot check, so Debashish can check and he will tell us.
Same to me also. So here goes the side. Here goes the team. So it is Vaibhav Suryavanshi, Abhishek Sharma, Ishan Kishan, Shreyas Iyer, Tilak Verma, Rinku Singh, Shivam Dubey, Ravi Bishnoi, Prince Yadav, Ashok Sharma, and Mayank Yadav. So this is the 11.
Okay. So they have gone. They have gone with raw pace. It was always between
True.
It was always between Ashok Sharma or Yash Thakur. So they have
Yes.
gone with raw pace, the raw pace of Ashok Sharma. That's
Yeah.
good. That's a positive thing.
Yeah. Shreyas Iyer has said Zimbabwe have been playing brilliantly over the last 2 years. We are going with 3 seamers. Sikandar Raza has also said there will be some movement at the start, but it won't be for too long. We have got 4 seamers and a spinner. Okay. So let's see how it pans out. But let's take a few predictions. Who do you think is going to win?
This is for me, more.
Yeah.
Okay. I think India, because see, you can say that India, I mean, this is a David versus Goliath contest on the face of it. There's a gulf in class between the two sides. But you can say that you can say that India lost to Ireland 2-0 also. But I do feel that lightning doesn't strike twice. So from that point of view, and given the gulf in class between the two sides, I expect India to get back to winning ways. If they cannot do it, I mean, then I will search for my words.
Your predictions?
You asking me,
You're
right?
asking me?
Yeah, Devashish.
Oh, I will be more interested in now that India will be bowling first. I would be more interested to watch out for Ravi Bishnoi and his no balls. He made a mess of it last time he played for India. He made a mess of it. So, and remember, India has a Shreyansh Tedge, but he has been preferred. So I would be more interested how he controls it. As a spinner, that's a grave offense to bowl a no ball, and he literally lost the match in that India played last time. So I think it's a very good positive move for the youngster as well to back him. The team management has backed him by picking him. But only thing that he needs to be more disciplined. Shomikda, in fact, has had an interaction with, I think, one of the cricketers. So let's see. But obviously, it's a great opportunity for all the 3 fast bowlers.
Very interestingly put. Shrishti, your players to watch out for before we wrap up?
My players to watch out for, first person I would like to watch out for, it would be Tilak Verma. I'm sorry, like everybody else can perform. Shreyas Iyer again, he did something in England. Vaibhav Suryavanshi, he is young, he has his time. Abhishek Sharma is still consistent. Ishan Kishan is a person who is unable to score much runs in the Yorketo throughout the T20Is and the ODIs. So I'll have my eyes on Tilak and Ishan both, according to me.
Absolutely.
And yeah, my
Bharat,
prediction would be
same
India
question.
because I don't want
Yeah.
to say Zimbabwe.
Okay, we all would want India to win. But Bharat, same thing. Your top 3 players to watch out for?
Yeah, first of all, I would say yes, India are the favorites, but let us not completely rule out Zimbabwe, especially their pace attack. Unfortunately for Zimbabwe, they have lost the toss. I think they would have liked to bowl first as well because they have tall paces, just that they don't have the pace, but they will get bounced. As far as the Indian cricketers are concerned, obviously you guys have picked Ashok Sharma and Mayank Yadav, so you would want to see these two tall fast bowlers getting bounced, looking to bowl as quick as possible. Don't worry about control at this point of time in your career. Just go and bowl, express yourself, bowl fast, extract bounce, and that's what to expect from those two. So that is where it comes down to. See, India have those tall fast bowlers. They have Gurnur, they have a few more, Karthik Tyagi, Mohsin Khan, obviously our legendary Prasidh Krishna. All these are well over 6 feet. I know because as soon as I take up his name, you guys will roll. So that is why. Yeah, all of them are well over 6'2". They have good. They bowl with good pace. They extract bounce. Just that I think they need to mature little more and also work on their mindset. It's not a fast bowling mindset in terms of when to pull the length back, when to bowl fuller, and all these things. So I would look forward to how Ashok Sharma and Mayank Yadav go about their business.
Absolutely. And even I think India are going to win. So let's see. This brings us to the end of our pre-show. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you so much, Devashish, Srishti, Bharat, and Shami for joining. Thank you to all of you for joining and dropping your questions down below. Do not forget to join us at the end of the match. We'll be back with the post-show live. So do keep your eyes on Rev Sports. Keep watching the match. And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much, and we'll be back.